Hello, this is Terry. This is the shared recording of my YouTube channel, Amethyst Astro Tarot, and my podcast, Stars and Cars Chronicles by Amethyst Astro Tarot. And welcome, everyone. Today, I will be talking about the Mercury stationing direct. So it's like that since 1st of April, the planet of communication, ideas, and then short distance travel. At the same time, our interaction with our siblings and siblings in general, and trade and all these subjects. Mercury was retrograde in the sign of Aries. If you would like to look at the technical details, uh, today, as I always like call legendary Mercury retrograde, will come to an end at 1:54 p.m. UK time, and the exact degree of Aries, because it was retrograde in the sign of Aries, would be 15 degrees 58 minutes. I mean, the reality is that when the retrograde period finishes, we cannot expect that like the right away. We can expect everything to move forward as in a normal pace or as in a normal direct motion time. It may take a bit of time that when we see things going into their own pace. And in that sense, I mean, there is always a post shadow period that is called, and that will continue for Mercury until the 13th of May, and the degree that the Mercury will reach in Aries would be 27 degrees 13 minutes. And the thing is that I mean, I always like making this kind of analogy. I mean, like that there is a pre-shadow period before the retrograde period starts. It's like the trailers of a movie. So we see what is more or less coming uh, about that Mercury retrograde period. Is like the themes. We can have more or less ideas about it, and then the movie, the retrograde period starts, and then we start like experiencing the retrograde period and watching the movie. I mean, like seeing it. And there is the post shadow period, which I just mentioned, which is about the like after the movies. No, there are we see critics writing things, or we have this chit chat or talk, and the subject is still the movie. No, we talk that the actor, I mean, like in this scene was marvelous, or this part wasn't the best, blah blah. So it's like it's the still the movie continues to be the subject, and after that cools down, the cool down period may take some time, and it's the same. I mean, like the Mercury retrograde period wouldn't finish like just right away, and it will finish technically, but that until the it speeds up, it comes to its own speed. It may take a while, but it wouldn't be maybe as impactful as the retrograde period itself. Having said that, I mean, like that we have to think about looking at these degrees that I have mentioned. The retrograde period was in the sign of Aries from 27 degrees 13 minutes to 15 degrees 58 minutes of Aries. And in general, I mean, retrograde period, Mercury retrograde period might be associated with like sometimes some issues in communication, like delays, misunderstanding, also some, I mean, increase in the typos, no, that when we are writing, etc. And can be some problems with transportation, and also it is thought that we may get into contact with people from past, long time not seen, long time not heard from. But also it's a period of like an interval, I mean, like a slowing down or putting our feet on the brake, however we name it. And it's like a period for in which we have a chance of reflecting on our ideas, on our way of communication, and even how we interact with our siblings. And it might have been, I mean, it's a good period to rethink about the way we might have been enthusiastic, courageous, or assertive, sometimes impatient in our mindset, in the way we talk, in the way we put our ideas out, since we are talking about Mercury in Aries. And it could have been the case that, I mean, like before the retrograde period, we might have been too energetic or not brave enough in all these areas that the planet Mercury covers. And this retrograde period may have been helpful in fine tuning and changing strategies in certain areas of our life that where, as I have mentioned, like where Aries is in our natal charts between these degrees. And even though, as I said, not right away that we can see the impact, Mercury finally will be back uh, to its swiftness, and Aries energy may fire up our thoughts and communication. And keeping in mind that the ruler of Aries, which would be in this case technically the dispositor of Mercury in Aries, is still in Pisces, and this might add a bit of calming and intuitive energy to our world of ideas and communication. And before I finish, uh, I hope that this Zoom thing wasn't on my face, but if it was, we will say that it's because of the Mercury retrograde period. It would have been wonderful. Know that I have something on my face when I was talking, but c'est la vie, what can we do? And I would share the chart of the when the Mercury is stationing direct. As I said, it would be happening at um, 1354, today 25th of April 2024. That's the UK time. And as I have indicated here, Mercury S is for stationing direct. It's getting ready for direct motion in the 15 degrees 58 minutes of Aries. And when we look at here is we have the Mercury, and we try to see the interaction with the rest of the chart when it is stationing. And we see that there is this semi-sextile with the planet of Saturn, which is in Pisces at the moment. I think the semi-sextile, we can think about some kind of adjustments in the way that we handle things, no, our ideas, and the way that we insert our authority, or the way that we put limits to things. And having said that, I think the uh, tightest, I mean, that which is not really tight, the um, interaction that Mercury has is with the Chiron, which is also in Aries. They are hand in hand because they are in conjunction. And I think Chiron, in that sense, uh, can be more like a healer or a mentor uh, when Mercury is going back to direct motion. So it can give some useful, I mean, centering to our mindset when we are going moving forward. I think it's a nice way of putting things. And except that, I mean, we see it's also close interaction with the nodes, south node and north node, which are in Libra and Aries respectively. And it could be the case that, I mean, that this way of maybe moving forward in a more driven way, or in a more maybe courageous way in our um, ideas and the way that we communicate, might have a direct impact in our life journey, how we I mean, maybe we move from being more compromising and more about the other people, to more about our own selves, and improving uh, our way rather than others' way. So I think we have to take these into consideration looking at the chart. And I will stop sharing just now here. So I will be wishing everyone a nice direct motion of Mercury, and please enjoy the short no retrograde period in the sky, since Pluto will station retrograde on 2nd of May, and next time Mercury retrograde will be happening is August. So until August, we may be free of Mercury retrogrades, but other retrograde periods will start. So that's it with me, I think, about the legendary Mercury retrograde. So have a lovely day. Hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.